Hi everyone, Linda Reed-Enever, Thinkific approved expert and founder of the Course Creators Circle. Now, this is a question we get asked about Thinkific very often, and I'm about to jump off camera now and show you how to do it. And that is how to connect your Thinkific school to a mailing platform such as MailerLite, MailChimp, all of those ones. Now, there are native integrations with mailing platforms within Thinkific, but this is if you're using a different platform. Now, we personally in-house use MailerLite, so I'm going to show you how we do it with MailerLite. There are different Zapier actions or triggers that you can use to personalize the messages that you send through to your students so that you can engage with them along the way. So I'm going to duck off camera now, show you how to do that. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to check out the Course Creator Circle, which is thecoursecreatorcircle.com.au. We've got lots more resources and tips for you along the way. Okay, the first thing that starts with your subscription platform is the mailing platform that you're using, and making sure that you've either set up groups or segments that are going to talk to your students. Now, when we're using MailerLite, we like to set up different groups. And you can see that we've got different campaigns running here for the power of education marketing, for quizzes, for all of those sorts of things. And after you set up that group, you'll be able to then go into this tab over here, depending on what platform you're using, automations, and start to trigger a series of automations based on the group. And you can see with that power of educational marketing one we saw up the top has been mentioned there as well. And that's being able to nurture your students through your campaigns. But to do that and to get the system to talk, to get your Thinkific school to talk to your system, you need to create a Zap. So the first place that you need to be able to go is to My Apps, or log into Zapier and jump into My Apps. You will connect your Thinkific school. It'll run you through and ask for an API key. Now you can see I've got lots of things connected in here, but just click the Add a Connection button and it will take you through what you need to be able to do. And then once you've connected through to your Thinkific school, you'll be able to then go and create a Zap. So we'll jump over here and you'll create a Zap connecting Thinkific to your platform. Now, I've got AI testing in the beta at the moment, so you could actually ask AI to do it, but we're just going to jump in here and do it the old-fashioned way today. So we're searching for Thinkific, okay? And once we've gone from Thinkific, we're going to look at our events. So you've got to connect first, then you can look at your events. So when a course is completed, a lesson is completed, a new free preview enrollment is there, a full enrollment is in place, we can look at it from there. Now, I actually have to do a new free preview enrollment component at the moment. So I'm going to title this one so that I make sure I know what it is. Thinkific. Actually, I know what it is. CCC free preview to MailerLite. So that's my connection. So what I'm going to do now is we're looking at a CCC free preview, which is a free preview of the Course Creator Circle actually through to MailerLite. Now I'm just going to make sure that I've got my group set up over here because I'm not 100% sure we actually have. So once again, just going in, making sure that we've got our group set up, and I'm just going to search here. No, I haven't, so I'm going to create the group. So this is an option 2 here. So go free preview. What this means for me is I'm going to be able to upsell my students from a free preview registration inside to the Course Creator Circle membership right through to the upgraded membership. So we'll do an automation campaign based around that. So now we've got our new free preview enrollment. We hit the lovely continue button. Okay, here in Zapier, we're going through and it's going to ask us to choose our course. So here you choose the course, which is the trigger. Okay, so we're going through, and if you just start typing your name in, you'll be able to find where your trigger is from there. So it refreshes fields and we hit the continue button. If you needed to do it for 2 or 3 courses, you could do the same situation. So we hit the continue button from there. I don't think I have any free preview enrollments at the moment to test the trigger, but we'll give it a shot. There's no free preview enrollment, but we can skip that test and still continue the setup of the connection to our mailing list. So then over here, we're jumping into our mailing list. So we're hitting the continue button and we want to connect to our mailing platform, which in our case is MailerLite. Now you can choose many, many mailing platforms with the Thinkific connection from there. And we're going to choose to add the subscriber to a group, and we're going to link them through to the group and the campaign that we're looking at in here. So we're going to connect MailerLite. It just wants to sign in, as it does every now and again. And I just got to choose the right plan, right account. We're authorizing our connection request. Okay. And now we're going to continue to add them to the list. So we go now, hit the continue button, and now we're looking at the subscriber group. So we're looking at typing in for that one that we're looking for. CCC free preview. Bear with me, I chose the wrong one. And it's okay, so we've got it in there, and now we're looking at mapping through the data that we get from Thinkific. So we want to put through our user's email address And if we've got anything more, we can add that into there. So we can add that subscriber to the group. We then hit the little test button, and we're able to test the action, and it run through and add that person through to our mailing list. Now we want to make sure that we have people's permission, so we know when they're enrolling a free preview, they're going to get some emails. And then once we're ready to go, we go through the final stage, we hit publish, and that connection is now made, published, and talking to our Thinkific school. Now, the one thing that you will have noticed is when we're up here, we've got a number of actions that we can take. So we can look at the app and event, and we can new free preview enrollment, course completed, new full enrollment, new order, new user, something when a subscription's cancelled to update. So there are lots of automations that you can set up along the way. And when we go through to MailerLite, there's also the option here to create or update subscriber, which is actually most probably my preferred one because I tend to have lots of people on my list. And by creating or updating that subscriber, we're choosing the group that we want them to go to. So I've just got to reset this one here. And then we're going through the email address and mapping that stuff through from Thinkific, going through our email address, making sure that we've got the right details. Are we choosing to resubscribe them? If they've subscribed into something that's a course, I choose to resubscribe, but I don't choose to resubscribe anyone else because we want them to be able to get their emails. I don't need all the text information in there. That's just something we have for everything else. But what I do need is I need their name and details in here. So we've got resubscribe, email address, looking down here, orders, last name, and this is weird. I don't know why it is. It just seems to be different. The last name comes in first, and then we're going in our first name connection, and that allows us to be able to create or update a subscriber. And especially if we're going through our list, and I need to delete that one out, get rid of that one. Especially if we're going through our list, we would want to create and update a subscriber. We hit the continue, we test the action one more time, making sure it's there, and our connection is there. So that is how you connect your Thinkific school to a mailing platform using Zapier.